Hey everyone, my name's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid from the Disney movie. I'm going to play a little bit of the introduction and I'm going to teach you how to do the song. This is going to be part one. Stay tuned for more parts in the future. I finally got a new setup around my piano, so I'll make it a lot easier to teach you how to play this song. So let's jump right in. You're not going to need any experience playing this. I just suggest you have an 88 note piano or keyboard, and then that way you've just got the whole range. You can play absolutely everything on your piano. So let's begin. It's going to sound something like this. And you're into the song. So as you can see, that was already on page number 3. So it's fairly simple. The first part of this, the introduction's easy, and the first couple of pages is pretty repetitive. So it's enjoyable to play. We'll teach you the notes and then practice. It's underwater. So from my experience, you want to feel the music. You want to be able to feel it. You want to let that musicality inside you interpret your song as well. You don't just want to be playing sound really blocky. You want to make it flow. You want to make it like it's underwater. And that's the beauty of music, so you can just play around. So we'll start right hand. Middle C is here. We are going to move up to the B above middle C, and we're going to put our thumb on that B flat. The next note, our index finger is going to be on the C. Next note is D, and the next note is F. And you want to use your pinky for the F note. So again, B flat, C, D, F. Just get used to doing that. It's a bit of a weird feeling. You need it to roll off your hand. Now when it comes to the song, we're only going to do it twice before we move on to different notes, but then we will repeat. So you want to do it twice, and then it's going to change. So bring your thumb up to C, C, D, E, G. So we were at B flat, C, D, F, 2. We're going to go up one note. And guess what? We're going to do that for 2. So we're going to do 2 starting on the B flat, 2 starting on the C. Ready? Go. And again. That's pretty much the introduction with your right hand. That is all you're doing. And the music, it's written to do that with the left hand, but it's a bit of a faff. Personally, I find it easier just doing the right hand, and it sounds the same. So you're just going to be doing, let's do it again, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3. And again. And that's where you're going to come into all the actual start of the song. Left hand, what we're going to do, ignore your right hand for now. Left hand, we are going to start with the B flat just below middle C. So your right hand's going to be up there, remember? Your left hand's going to be down here. I personally use my fourth. It's just a habit I've developed all over the years of playing the song. It's probably easier to use your pinky, but I do B flat, D and F, and you play that as a chord and you hold it for 4. So in this case we're going to hold it for 2 times of this, and of course we're going to go up some notes and then we're going to come back down to that again. And that's basically what the introduction is. So from that one, try it both hands together, nice and slowly. We're going to do the B flat and the chord at the same time. Hold the chord down, and we're going to do 2 in your right hand. Just like that. And we'll do it once more as well. 1, 2, 3. Now from here, it's a little bit harder. We're going to keep the B flat pressed down. We're also going to put the C, E and G. So we've got a C chord, but we're adding in the 7th, but lower down. And that will coincide with your right hand. Go in there. So we're going to start off down here, and then we're going to go up, keep that there, and we're going to move to the C, E and G as well, back down, just learn that for the start. As soon as you master that, it will sound really good, and then we can get into the next section. The next section is going to be, I think, a lot easier than that. It's difficult. Have a play around with what fingering works for you, but personally I always do 4th, 2nd and 1st there, and then I change because that's already over, and I will do that myself. But it's a little bit of a stretch. It is probably easier if you just do the triad like that, and then I can't even wrap my head around that because it's so alien to me. So I just do. And that's the intro. From there we're going to go straight down. So our 4th finger was on that B flat. We're going to bring it down another B flat, and we're going to start down here. And this is basically going to stay around 1 note at a time for every bar. So we're going to start at where the song begins. It goes. So with this, all we are doing is holding or pressing the B flat 4 times. So look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Really simple. So at the same time as doing that, we're going to use 2 notes over here. So we're going to use your thumb. Here's the middle C. We're going to use your thumb on B flat, and we're going to do the D. We're going to go up to the C and E, up to the D and F. So we're going to do D and F twice. So once again, that goes, look at this stuff. can already add your other hand in. Remember, we're going to go down to that B flat down there. And all we're going to do for Isn't It Neat is go down to the C and E. And just keep walking up the piano. So, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? We're going to repeat it. But here we're going to go. So we've got that little bit extra to add in here. So we got, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think? We're going to go back down, my, back up, car, back down. So if we add that in with your introduction, it's going to sound like this. And you're already a part of the way into this song. Pardon the pun, didn't even realise I was doing that. You're already into this song. We're nearly done with the first page. So it's really nice to play. And this is where you can start to feel, start to express yourself through music on the piano. And this is where take your time, get to know your notes, and you'll be able to play this song in no time. So on that next section, we've just done, wouldn't you think my collection's complete? So we've just done our left hand is going to go down a semitone to the A natural, and we're going to go down to the C and E in the right hand. So that's a little bit more complex. We're going to go down to the A, the C and E, and then we're moving our left hand from that A up to D. And naturally you want to end with your thumb on D, because that is going to go. And if you manage to go up doing those notes, that is D, F, G, A. And then for the word everything, you're already over the correct notes. We are going to do D, F, and A. And then just press G. Everything. So the bottom line there, the girl who has everything. And all you've done is hold that D down. And we're going to go down to a G. And moving forward already, there's one more chord to hold for this bar. So we've just finished on those notes, and we're basically going to go down to a, I can't even think what chord that is. I don't remember. We're going down to a B natural, a D, and an F. I'm all self-taught on piano, so I basically struggle when it comes to chords and all that. But it's been 12 years I've been playing piano, and you know, I can play the song, and that's all I really mind about. It's only now that I'm delving in, trying to learn more about the ins and outs and chords and progressions. But again, this proves you can start from absolutely anywhere on a piano and be able to play any song. So that last line again will be starting on D, the girl who has, we're going to go down to the G, and then down to B, D, and F, and we're just going to press G again on the left hand. So let's go from the very beginning of the song, nice and slowly. Find your place, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to start basically that song again. Congratulations, if you just started that song again, you've already just done that first line of that next page. And that's what I mean by it's really repetitive. So when the song starts, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? On the second page, that's look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? And again, you're going to go down to exactly the same. I mean, I ignore that note. I did that note incorrectly. But that is how simple it is. So from the beginning of the singing, we'll start from look at this stuff. Down to A. And again. Down to A again. Here we're just going to go F, G, A. And then guess what? You're going to do the C, F and A. And down to the G again. And then that B, D and F again. And now we're nearly at the end of the second page already. Rewind if you need to rewind. Practice if you need to practice. And I'm going to play it once throughout from the whole song. And then we'll go into the third part of basically the introduction. I'm calling this the introduction. Up until the I wanna be where the people are. And we'll do that probably in a different video. But for this one, we're going to start at the very beginning. See if you can play along with me. It won't be perfectly in time because I want you to feel, everyone will hold a note slightly differently to how it's written, and I want you to feel what's right for you. But have a play around, that's where music gets really interesting. So we're going to start in 1, 2, 3, go. That's a huge part of the song. You should be very proud if you can already get to that point. I know it's not the toughest song in the world, but it's a really recognizable song and it feels really rewarding just to be able to, you know, play this song. So moving on, we are going to get to the I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. So we would have just finished down on, and from here we're going to go, I like jumping with my index finger to this F. So it's going to go I've got F, G, and then we're going to do a D minor chord basically. So D, F and A, and our left hand's going to do our old fashioned B flat. And then we're going to press A, 3 more times. So that's going to go F, G, D flat chord, 1, 2, 3. We're going to come down to G, down to F, down to E, down to C. So that goes I've got gadgets and gizmos. Now if you want to do it how it's written, when it comes to this bottom line, we go for the word plenty or plen, we're going to go C and E, and then we're just going to do C on its own. Exactly like that. And then there's a little break in the music, a little filler, and that we would have just finished on. All you need to do is C and F before it goes again. And then the difference, rather than doing this D minor chord again, we're going to move our thumb down to C. It's pretty similar, but it's slightly different. So the first one was F, G, D, F, A, G, F, C and E, C, and then C and F. Second one, we're going to move down to the C, F and A. And this one we're going to do C and D together, and then B on its own as that next filler. So we'll do that last one again. You got the filler, and the way I learnt this is basically with the syllable of the word. So filler, I've got whozits and whatzits galore. Then it goes F and G again. You want, back to the D minor, G, F, D and C, and then you got the filler again, F, G. We've already done this pattern where it's C, F and A. We do it again, and then we use a filler of a B, and then we go to D, F, and then when it goes more, it's like, we'll move on to that part at the end. So going back to this final part, we are looking at sure she's got everything. So we're going to go F, G, we're going to go B flat with our left hand, and the D, F and A on our right. When we do C and A, we're bringing our left hand down to A, and then C and F on its own, F and G, up to a D in your left hand with a C, F and A, whozits. This one's a bit more difficult, so our pinky needs to be down on G, our thumb needs to go on F when we do C and D together. And it sounds really ugly, but that's what it is. So I've got whozits and whatzits galore. You want. We go back to the B flat. We go back down to the A. We go back up to the D. G, and then it all goes into. So with that being said, rewind it if you need to rewind it. I know it's not been the smoothest tutorial in the world. Well out of practice and haven't done one in a very long time. But hopefully it is enough to teach you how to play that part of that song. We're going to go from the very beginning. I'll call out bits I need to call out, but then all I can say is practice, practice, practice. And then when I am free next, I'll be posting the next segment of this song. And I'll do that little dun 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 dun, so we can hit the ground running with I wanna be where the people are in the next song. But yeah, so we're gonna start off from the very beginning. Remember, you're starting on the B flat just under middle C, and we're gonna roll that water. Should have been able to play along with all of that until I got to the very end there. And let's just teach you that end bit quickly. So we've got no big deal, the filler of that B. I want more is D, F. And now we need to play what we played up here at the very beginning. We are going to start on the B flat just below middle C with our pinky. Our thumb, sorry. And we are going to go B flat, D and F. But we're also going to add our pinky into this G. So we're doing B flat, D, F, G. And it's this really like busy sounding chord. So that's the word more. So I want more. And it sounds horrible when you play it on its own. But once you've mastered it, it'll take a while to get this fingering right as well. So keep practicing it. And then once you know you've got B flat, D, F, G, from there, we're going to go down to A, C and E. We're going to go up one note for everything, but our thumb is going to go up to the flat note. And now we are going to move our upper two fingers from D and F up to E and G. So that all of that part is I want more, down to the A, C, E, up to the B flat, D, F, up to the B flat, E and G. All your left hand is going to do is find middle C, go down to the next C and the C below it. So middle C, we're going to use this C and this C. And on the word more, we're going to do the higher C, and then the gap between your next note, you're going to do the low C, On A, C and E, you're going to do the high C. In the gap, you're going to do the low C. On your next right hand, you're going to do the high C. So literally, every time your right hand plays, we play the high C, and in between every right hand, you play the low C. So that is going to sound like... So if you add in the words, I want more, it's going to go, no big deal, I want more. And then hold that note, and then you're going to go into... So all of that song, including that section, give that practice, give that last bit a bit more practice, so you're up to fluidity with it, and then just have a go at the whole song. So I'm going to play the whole song once more. Join in, or if you finish, please like, subscribe. I'll be posting part 2 as soon as I'm free. But yeah, like I said, now I've got it set up. Hopefully you can nail this part and we can move on to the next part of this tutorial. But have fun with it, it's the most important thing. And every time personally I see a piano, if I'm in an airport or I'm in a train station, I will go, and this will be one of the songs. Everyone knows the song, everyone will recognize it, and it just sounds really nice on piano to be able to play. So yeah, just practice, practice, practice. I used to, when I started, learn by tutorials like this, and I know everything these days are synthesizers, and I'm very against trying to learn it like that, just because it takes me a lot longer. It might be the lazy way of doing it, but I used to have press this, and I used to be able to play some songs. So we'll start from the very beginning once more, and then keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. So we're going to go like this. And there you have it. You can see just by the way I play, I see the music in a certain way. I slow it down in certain places, speed it up in certain places. That's just how I see music. Interpret it exactly how you want to interpret it. I'd love to see your videos. I'd love to see you being able to play this. Good luck, and until the next time, I'll see you later. Have fun playing.